just witnessed a test from this broadcasting system. It happens now and then. That's one of the marvelous things about live TV. But there was a good side to this. I was able to get a cough drop, a little slug of coffee. But anyway, just in case you missed the beginning of it or it's gone, I'd like to say hello again and welcome to the Insight Show here on MadhouseTV.com. If you're watching this, then you already know. It is January 8th, 2015. Boy, where did the year go? Well, anyway, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and staying on here, even when the thing went meh, and you stayed on. So that's a good thing. We have a big studio audience tonight. We have a wonderful guest tonight, which I'll introduce to you in a little while. If we're still on, I will definitely introduce them. I'll bring it up one more time. As you know, the theme of the show has always been from the Oh God, You Devil movie, which featured George Burns, and that is Oh God, You Devil, and the theme was Thank God. So that's my sermon for tonight, and we're going to go into song. So with that, the whole thing about me going to Florida and driving around back and forth, let's see, 3,243 miles on $200 worth of gas. And the producer went, whoa. And, oh, yeah, it had to remind me, too. Ellen was in the car with me all that time. Hi, Ellen. I know you're watching the show, and you're watching this for the second time, because I know you're a trooper. You would hang in there. So hopefully it'll be on again, and then it'll delete something. And so anyway, here we go with my queued-up band ready to go, and I want to sing about a place that we didn't go to in our cruise to Florida. We drove all the way down 3,243 miles. I didn't go to Georgia. I didn't go through Georgia. I went to... Now you know the name of the song. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song. Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Oh, I said Georgia. Georgia, a song of you comes in sweet and clear, like moonlight through the pines. Other arms reaching out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Oh, I said Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song. Georgia, on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Other arms reaching out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my
Oh, sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Oh, yeah. Wow, thank you so much. That's one of his favorite songs. I know he likes doing that song, so our producer, Tom. Thank you, sir. So this is a song that I did with actually my Sweet Sound band, 11-piece band, 3-piece horn section. I had that band for 17 years, and one of the CDs that we did is a cut from our CD, and it goes back for a long time. Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening by your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with your morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, and if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Mr. Sheldon on keyboard. And the old two-step, huh? If you must go, no, I can't breathe. If you wait a lifetime before you leave, but if you must go, I won't tell you no, just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Thank you so much. And stick around, don't go away. We have a whole lot of stuff coming up, a whole lot of people, well, at least 2 people to talk to. So don't go away. We'll be right back after these words.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Lee, PMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV.
You are the man.
We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia. And it really does play make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless.
All right, we're back, and I want to thank you again for sticking around even after I sang. And I missed that whole thing I was talking about before with the two dogs in the cars and stuff. I'll be talking about I'll be throwing little digs out there just to make sure it's in the show because we had such a great time driving. Went through all over the places, and it was a fun time. So Ellen and I had a great time, and our 2 dogs were with us, Max and Buddy. So if you're listening out there, Max and Buddy, that's to you. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I have a very interesting gentleman sitting alongside of me. Now, he's been on my show several times. He just keeps coming back, and he's a wonderful, wonderful comedian. I have a lovely time with him. We've worked a lot of places together, too. And it's known as High-Powered Howard. So put your hands together for High-Powered Howard. Oh,
Hello, hello.
oh, hello, hello. How you doing there, Howard?
No, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Happy New Year.
It's nice to have you here. Happy New Year. And tell me a little something. So we get this thing started. You have a guy sitting next to you. And I could have just introduced him, but I figured that you're acting like a co-host tonight. So let's...
Well, we have a famous person sitting next to me, Mark Breyer. He works in every library in Nassau and Suffolk. He's very well known, and he does a terrific show. He's one of the top senior entertainers in the country.
Do you guys have, like, TV credits?
Yeah, oh, yeah. A lot of TV credits. In fact, my aunt bought me from Newmark and Lewis a 72-inch television for Christmas, and I opened it up and it was cracked. So I went back there and got a return on it, and ever since then I've been bragging to all my friends, telling them that I have a TV credit.
That's interesting. I have a TV credit too. I still owe money on the TV that I bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that same type of credit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just keep paying. So tell me now, guys. Well, let's start off with the fact that you both are doing, along with 2 other comedians, and I have it right here. As a matter of fact, if we'd be so nice, if Janine can throw it on the monitor, would be terrific.
I just saw it.
She did. It's already up
She
there,
did?
Micah. She's so on, like boom. Janine Zarelli, wonderful. So anyway, it's not just going to be a funny night. It's going to be a hilarious night over at Sergio's Restaurant, and that's located at 5422 Merrick Road in Massapequa. And you need to call Mike for a reservation. So do it now, or when we go to commercial break. 516-541-6554. Now, I know this information pretty well because I've played there many times, and I've also played there with Howard, High-Powered Howard. And we had a nice big packed house, and it was a lot of fun. And this time, they're going to be doing it without me, and actually I'm going to go down there, I'm going to have some dinner with Ellen, and I think we're going to open up with a few songs for you. But tell us about that. What you got planned for that night? Tell us who's there.
Oh, we have a big show. Beside Mark Breyer being down there, and we're going to have Jessica Stern, who has her own show on MTV, and we have Spats Donovan, who does thousands of impressions of all the old stars. He actually has his own show on Off-Broadway in Manhattan.
Really?
And he's done over 20,000 shows. He's worked with Sammy Davis Jr., Liza Minnelli. He's a big star. So this is a show you don't want to miss. It's a really big show coming up.
Well, I got to make sure I get my reservation in. I didn't even call him for a reservation. I got to do that. What's the matter with me?
Yeah, you better call in. You know.
So now, getting back to this now, what about you? How long have you been? I understand you've been in this since you were like
6,
2.
right. No, I've been doing this since 1978. So this is my 37th year now in stand-up comedy.
Now, you've also done our show, right?
And I've done your show, right. I did your show, who was I with?
Well, no wonder you have all this popularity now.
Oh, I have this
Understandable,
popularity. I was on
all
the
this-
ballot for Best of Long Island. We'll find out January 22nd.
Just
how we
because you
did.
did our show, this is marvelous.
This has really made my career. This was a great career move.
Right, and then you went from this show to another show on this on Madhouse.
I did. I've been on, this is my third show in Madhouse.
Well,
So I
see, now-
enjoy it very much. I tell you, I'm very
But-
amazed with all the electronics here. It's
But
amazing.
you did my show first, though.
Oh, I did your show first.
Lie to me, even if you didn't.
I'll lie. No, I don't lie. I tell the truth. I'm not a politician. Okay.
And you also have done.
Yeah, I've
this.
been doing comedy since I was 8 years old. I was in show and tell in school, And the teacher asked me, what does your father do for a living? I said, my father's a magician. She says, that's so interesting. What types of tricks does he do? I said, he saws people in half. She said, that's incredible. You have any brothers or sisters? I said, yeah, I have a half brother and a half sister.
Oh, my. So, is there any more to the family? No, that was it. Okay. So tell me, what else have you got stored for today? Now, not only are you playing here, you also have you done way out east there in that hotel? Was it Clarion or something like that, or have you done that show as well?
Oh, yeah, I've done that show.
Yeah, no, you have.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've never been out there.
Well, then
but
you should hook up.
I'll hook up. Yeah, I'm very busy. I mainly perform for seniors.
Well, you got that right.
For seniors.
Here I am.
No, you guys are too young.
Ah.
I mean, I just did a show at the Grandel. It's a rehab and nursing home in Long Beach, and the oldest living resident of New York State was there. She's 114.
114?
Yep, and she's also the oldest Jewish person in the world. And she knows what's going on. And, I spoke to her and everything, and she told me she's going to have her tonsils taken out.
You're
Yep.
serious?
Yeah, of course
I
I'm
mean, I
always
still
serious.
have my tonsils, but I'm only 63.
Right, she's having her tonsils taken out, but she doesn't want to be susceptible to upper respiratory infections when she gets old. That's pretty good,
I'm like, he's got to be telling me a joke here. This is 114.
No, she really is 114. That's the truth. She's the oldest Jewish person in the world.
That's crazy. I did rehab myself. I do a lot of rehabs in the late afternoon. Those people, I felt bad for them. They had the knee replacements and the hip replacements. At the end of the show, I felt very sympathetic. As I was walking out, I said, I hope everybody feels better. Some lady in the back yelled out, I hope your jokes get better. True story.
I didn't know you, Reverend Dennis, I didn't know you did impressions, but you do a beautiful Howard.
Well, I do keep saying I don't do impressions. My bit is in music, but I can't help it.
Yeah, but we do a lot of senior places, and the seniors are the greatest audiences. I was in Copaig yesterday at the Tanner Park Seniors. What a great group. What a great group there. And they just appreciate everything. They're so interesting. And when I talk about a lot of the old comedians, they're so sharp. They know a lot of things, a lot of history, and it's a great pleasure. I don't like doing teenage kids. I mean, even though I have a granddaughter who's a teenager, because Lee Iacocca. Remember Lee Iacocca? He's about 90 years old. He was the president of Chrysler. He invented the Mustang, I think, and he said the teenagers today are terrible. The kids today. We're 37th in the world in math skills in the United States. Lee Iacocca said that in AARP magazine. And I told that to a group of teenagers once. I was doing a show for them. And one of the kids raised his hand and says, well, at least we're in the top 10.
Well, it's like they say, youth is what?
It's wasted on the young.
Yeah.
Right. The truth.
So, and you do this weekly over there, or
Oh.
I know you do it once a week. You do the.
No, I do every day. I'm different senior centers.
Oh,
And
well, excuse me. No.
And I do libraries mainly. Laughs at the Library is the program I started in 2004. And I've been in 110 libraries, 110 different libraries, from Sag Harbor all the way up to Middletown. We did a show together up in Middletown. And I go to Suffern a lot, Suffern, New York.
Well, just in case that somebody is watching this show and wants to hire you guys or hire individuals, do you have a website or a phone number or something like that? Please give it out. And
Okay. Howard, you go first.
Okay, mine is Jokesercise. My show is Exercise and Jokes at the senior places. JOKESERCISE. Jokesercise.com is my website, and all the information is.
and if you missed it, just back up your computer a little bit and rerun it.
And mine is Mark, MARKBRIER, markbreyer.com. And on there is a schedule of all the libraries, Nassau, Suffolk, Westchester County, that I'll be performing at. And I'll be down in Florida next week performing at my aunt's 95th birthday. And that's really true, down in Florida, in senior living place?
Well, like I said, we just went down to, we're in the Villages, which is a marvelous place. And I know a few people who do perform down there and everything else. And if you've ever got a chance to perform there, there's plenty of work down there for that.
Oh, yeah.
The Villages, if you're down there, take a look. I'll tell you what, folks, we're gonna take a slight commercial break. When we come back, we have some stand-up to do, and we'll see them in action. All right? Be right back. Don't go away.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
All right, everybody, thank you for sticking around. Da, 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 da. I can't do that one. That's already a trademark thing there. But anyway, this is the picture of the flyer, which she has already. But Mark Breyer, who has got himself in a lot of trouble, is going to do some 5-minute stand-up right now. Welcome
Thank you
aboard.
very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a great crowd we have here today. I got to tell you, out of all my audiences, you're my most recent, but that's really good. And I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I love Christmas. Even though I'm a Jewish boy, I love Christmas. I love the Christmas music. My favorite Christmas song is The Little Drummer Boy. And I got in trouble for saying that song because you have to be politically correct now. You can't say little drummer boy. You have to say diminutive percussionist adolescent. This all political correctness, it's crazy. You can't call a cemetery anymore. It's the home of the permanently still. And you can't call a hobo, the guys who ride the trains, the vagabonds, you can't call them hobos anymore. You have to call them boxcar tourists. And we have a wonderful crowd here. We have some people from Long Beach. What a place Long Beach is, right? I went to West School in Long Beach. Graduated in 1958. That was elementary school. So you can figure out kind of how old I am, really. I'm pretty old. In fact, I went for a physical a couple of weeks ago, and the guy took my blood because I wanted to find out what type of blood I have, and the guy told me that's discontinued. So that's pretty old. But going back to the Christmas songs, I studied Latin in high school. And for 4 years, Latin in high school. And I could sing. I was a Jewish boy singing all the Christmas songs in Latin. Adeste Fidelis, Venite Adoremus. I knew them all. And I was so upset last year. I live in Nassau County, that Nassau County could not have a nativity scene at Eisenhower Park. And it wasn't for any political, religious, or financial reasons. It's just that in the whole Nassau County government, they couldn't find 3 wise men. Ooh, I got a rise from Howard on that one.
Are you sure
boy.
it's Howard?
But they didn't have a menorah either for the Jewish people. And the reason for that is because there was nobody in the government who knew how to light it. They don't know left from right or right from left. It's amazing. Some of the political people, some of the people we've elected, like Governor Christie, he got in a lot of trouble. The governor of New Jersey. And he got in trouble for saying, close the bridge. And I want to defend him. He never said that. He was going on another diet. He said, close the fridge. Right, They were wondering where is Jimmy Hoffa's body. He is in New Jersey. He's in Chris Christie. That's where he is. And we've elected some real winners here, right, on Long Island. In Nassau County as well. We have a county executive who is so dumb. Oh my God, is he dumb? If he ever got indicted, funny you should ask, Dennis. If he ever got indicted, he couldn't plead the fifth because he couldn't count that high. So, we got some political people here. But I'm in all favor of term limits for politicians. Term limits. There should be 2 terms. 1 in office, 1 in jail. Okay, we don't do any more political stuff. So speaking about Long Beach, we've got some Long Beach residents. We got, the boardwalk in Long Beach is a wonderful place. It's 2.2 miles each way. People know that. From New York Avenue to Neptune Boulevard. And I always walk the boardwalk, and I walk with my grandson Troy all the time. And we walked on last weekend. It was warm. Now it's cold out. Boy, it was really cold. I had 103 temperature this morning, but I called the doctor. He says, don't worry, with the wind chill, it'll be 98.6. But we were walking the boardwalk the other day on Saturday or Sunday, and we came upon 2 men who were walking on the boardwalk. And one man said to the other, boy, did I have a dream last night. Last night I had a dream that I walked the entire boardwalk, all the way from Neptune Boulevard to New York Avenue, up and back. 2.2 miles each way, and nothing hurt me. My back didn't hurt. My legs didn't hurt. It was the greatest dream I ever had in my life. The other guy said, you think that was a dream? I had a dream that in the middle of the night, 3 beautiful women knocked on my door, and they came in and they kissed me all night. The other guy said, you had 3 beautiful women kissing you all night and you didn't call me? The guy said, yeah, I called you, but your wife said you were walking on the boardwalk. And we have graduate of Long Beach High School in the audience, too. And my granddaughter, Isabella, she's in 10th grade there. And the other day she comes to me and she says, Grandpa, I need some help with my homework. I said, sure, Isabella, I'll help you. Well, what are you doing? She says, well, in English, we're studying figures of speech. Can you tell me the difference between those figures of speech, like onomatopoeia, alliteration, personification, simile, metaphor, hyperbole? I said, Isabella, I don't know. She said, in math, we're studying geometry and algebra and trigonometry. Can you tell me the differences between these types of math? I said, Isabella, I don't know. And then she said, in history, we're studying the different civilizations, the Incas and the Aztecs. Can you tell me a bit about their civilizations? I said, Isabella, I'm sorry, I don't know. And then she said, Grandpa, I hope you don't mind me asking you all these questions. I said, no problem, Isabella. How else are you going to learn? Okay, that was a long one, right? But grandchildren are wonderful. And I'm Jewish. My daughter is Jewish. She married an Italian fellow, Joe. He's the most wonderful son-in-law you could have. He puts up with my daughter. He's wonderful to the kids. And when they got married, see, I'm an accountant and became a comedian, like Bob Newhart. And when they got married, they asked me to speak. So I got up there and I said, Michelle, when you were young, you went to Hebrew school and you studied the Old Testament. Joe, when you were young, you went to Sunday school and you studied the New Testament. Being an accountant, I got to tell you, it's great to have two sets of books. Okay, accounting joke. I went to Hofstra University, and that was after a great career. I went to South Broward High School in Hollywood, Florida, after I left Long Beach. I went to the dumbest high school in the world, South Broward High School, Hollywood, Florida. The only school that guaranteed you acceptance after you graduate in any junior high in the country. That's a pretty dumb school. Okay. So what else can we talk about here? I'm going to be on the show with High-Powered Howard and Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to it. And I do a few impressions too. I know we have a big impressionist going to come, but I do Jackie Mason. This is my impression of Jackie Mason. Like I told you before, I don't care if you laugh or not. I'm not saying this because I'm an arrogant person. When I say I don't care if a person laughs or not, it's because I know who I am. That's the trick. The great trick is to know who you are. The policemen in the city of New York, you think they ever fired their guns? You think they ever took marksmanship? No, they write out tickets. They took penmanship. Okay, we're moving right along here. You're watching a comedian pass away right in front of you. My birthday's in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be 68. So 67 years, that's going to be all I get, I guess. No, but we're having a good time here. I love the studio. And let me turn it back over to Dennis. And thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Wonderful having you on the show. Don't go away. Stay right here.
I'm right here.
We're going to be right back after a real quick commercial. See you right back in a minute.
Hi, I'm Tom Mealy from Madhouse TV, and when I'm not at the studio, I'm here at the Harrison Law Group. This is my real job. And this January 2015, Brett and I are putting together a show called Legal Straight Talk. It'll be aired on Cablevision as well as here at Madhouse TV. You need to tune in. This information that we're going to be giving the public is the real deal. It's all about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So tune in this January 2015 for a new episode of Legal Straight Talk.
No,
All right,
no,
we're
without
back.
a big audience.
All right, welcome back, folks. All right, so we just heard from Mark, and now Mr. High-Powered Howard is here. So put your hands together for Mr. High-Powered Howard.
Thank you. Happy New
yours.
Year, happy New Year, yeah. Actually, I'm working on my New Year's resolutions. I decided that this year, I'm going to get my life more organized. It starts with my wallet. I got little pieces of paper in my wallet. You're not going to believe what I found yesterday. I found a dry cleaning ticket from 2 years ago. Imagine, a dry cleaning ticket from 2 years ago. I went to the dry cleaners this morning. They're still open. I said, excuse me, you still have my suit? He said, it won't be ready till next week. On New Year's Eve, a 93-year-old man was walking on Times Square. You know, in Times Square, they have a lot of those nasty storefronts. He passed by one of them in neon lights that said, women, 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 muchachas, 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 women, women, women. He walks in, I want a woman, I want a woman. The lady says, how old are you, sir? He says, I'm 93. She says, sir, I think you're done. He says, great, how much do I owe you? So I live in the same place for 30 years. I live in Hollis, Queens, 30 years. Every morning I go down to the same deli. I get the same thing, scrambled eggs on a roll with cheese and ketchup. Every day, 30 years, the same deli. Today, I went to the deli across the street. The guy where I go to saw me. He was furious. He says, how could you betray me like this? Every day for 30 years, I make you scrambled eggs with cheese on a roll with ketchup. And you went across the street. I said, it's not you. Don't take it personal. It's a dentist. He said, what are you talking about? I said, I went to the dentist yesterday. He told me I got to start eating on the other side. So there was a lot of news, a lot of news to start the new year. First of all, it was a big birthday today. John Glenn, the astronaut. Remember John Glenn? First man to orbit the Earth. He just turned 92 today, 92 years old. I didn't know he was still alive. You know, a lot of people don't know his wife just left him after 67 years of marriage. Yeah, she told him she needed more space. 67 years. Also in the news, in the New York City subway system, people get crazy with their cell phones. A man was on his cell phone. He wasn't watching. He dropped his phone in the railroad tracks. He reached down, and the train cut off his arm at the elbow. Luckily, there was a policeman there to retrieve the missing limb. He put it in a bag and put it on the side. He was tending to the injured man. All of a sudden, a bum came by, a homeless man, and grabbed the bag and started running with the bag. Luckily, the police came by later and arrested him and charged him with armed robbery. Armed robbery. Yeah. Yeah, Christmas was a hard day. I was all by myself on Christmas. My friend called me, Howard, don't be alone on Christmas. I said, what should I do? He said, come over my house with me and my family. I said, are there kids there? He says, of course there'll be kids there. I said, then I can't go. He says, why not? I said, I'm taking some cough syrup now. On the bottle it says, keep away from children. So I'm divorced. Yes, I'm divorced. Did you know I'm divorced, Ron?
No,
yeah,
I
I'm
didn't know.
divorced. I have an 18-year-old daughter. She only comes around during the holidays. She came by over New Year's. I said, honey, listen, I got bad news. You're 18. You're not going to college. I don't have to pay child support anymore. All those years of paying out are finally done. I said, take this check to your mother. Tell her it's the last dime you're ever getting from me. Come back later. Let me know what your mother said. She came back later. What did your mother say? She said you ain't the father. It's tough out there. I got a 9-year-old nephew. He treats me like I'm his father. Yeah, he's so cute. The other day he came over. He says, Uncle Howie, it's so windy out. Let's get a kite up in the air. I never did that before. I'm messing around with the kite. All of a sudden my neighbor comes, they're very beautiful. She says, Howard, you know what you need? You need a little tail. I said, last week I asked you for a little tail. You told me to go fly a kite. Yeah, but I am trying to meet somebody nice. It's really hard out there. The best way to meet people is on the computer. You can type in a description of the person you'd like to meet, and their picture will pop right up. So I typed, I'm looking for somebody short, cute, likes water sports, and group activities. Yeah, they sent me back a picture of a penguin. Yeah, it's really hard out there. So you know what's big now? Identity theft. People get a hold of your credit card. They can steal your identity. I was a victim. I didn't know what to do. I called the police. I told them somebody stole my identity. He says, what's your name? I says, I don't know. So during the holiday, I went to visit my aunt. She just moved to a new apartment on Central Park West. Yeah, I went to a building. I called her up. What should I do? How do I get into the building? She says, okay, when you get to the lobby, hit 16A with your elbow. When you get to the elevator, hit floor number 16 with your elbow, and you'll be there. I said, that's great, but how come I'm hitting everything with my elbow? She says, what? You're coming here empty-handed? I remember last year, I got my girlfriend a piggy bank for Christmas. She was very upset. She says, Howard, this is a very cold present. I said, actually, it's very romantic, because every time I come over this year, I'm going to put money in the piggy bank. At the end of the year, we'll have enough money to get an apartment together. She says, that is so romantic. Last weekend, I finally opened the piggy bank. There was thousands of dollars in there. I said, honey, I don't understand. We've hardly been together. She says, not everyone's a cheapskate like you. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Come by Sergio's on Saturday. We're going to have an excellent show. We have 5-course meal. We have excellent comedians. And hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Mr. High-Powered Howard.
Yo, yo.
Stick right around. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do dogs chase cats?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do dogs chase cats?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do dogs chase cats?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around again. And now we're coming down towards the end, but I get to sing a couple of songs. And matter of fact, this song, a lot of people know the song by Joe Cocker, and they think, I'm going to change something up on you real quick like this. The song was written by, who did this song? I can't think of his name. I had it right in my head, and then it was right out the door. But anyway, as soon as you hear it, you're going to say, oh, I know what this song is. But really, this gentleman who wrote the song became a born-again Christian. What's that? Yeah. My producer. He became a born-again Christian, and it was actually written and about Jesus Christ. So it's going to change the whole value of the song for you, but here we go. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful Wow, thank you so much. And the name was Billy Preston I was thinking about. That was written by Billy Preston, and Joe Cocker sang it. So I want to thank everybody for coming down tonight. Mark and high-powered Howard. And I'm going to be there tomorrow night. We're having some dinner. Oh, yeah, the king, Elvis Presley, his birthday would have been 81, 80. Matter of fact, that's why Steve Mitchell, Mr. Elvis Presley himself, will be at the show, your show tomorrow as well. Saturday. I forget that today's Thursday. But anyway, how can I forget? Every Thursday right here. Please come back every Thursday, 8 o'clock, for this show that's live, and it'll be on all the other social medias after tonight, after the show airs. So you've been watching Madhouse TV. You've been watching the Inside Show at madhousetv.com. And I want to thank you so much. I hope you had a great beginning of your new year. And I hope you have a wonderful New Year's ride for the whole year. So with that, I get to do the last show, the last song of the evening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday. And I'll see you guys as soon as you re-air the show. So, my band, please. This is where I get to honor a little God and country. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wildwood forest. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our propers to our first responders, to our police departments and our fire departments, to our soldiers standing up for our freedom, to the veterans who've been there and done that. I give you the greatest country in the world, sing it out here at home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. Our home, sweet home. Good night, everybody. God bless.